Hello dear friends, today as you can see we are creating one video from indoors, and we are approaching the autumn, we should expect more videos being created from wonderful spaces, rooms, co-working spaces. I will be traveling very soon, and there will be some awesome videos from different European destinations, but stay tuned for that content. Today, as the background behind me indicates, we are going to talk about something new and something blank from that we can create from scratch. I got inspired over the weekend by a book of Daniel Pink. The book is called The Drive, and I read it in Serbian translation actually. It is translated as Šta nas pokreće, what drives us. And the book is essentially about motivation and how motivation evolves in the age of digital transformation. And I will take this opportunity to actually shoot a video about that, because I realized throughout my own experience and throughout research I read in this book, and over the last several years I have followed in some other resources, and from experience of other colleagues who are in middle management or who are starting their careers, that the way many teams function is that the motivation is not as updated as the requirements of the job. And let me draw on what I learned from the book of Daniel Pink, and what you can also use to get motivated in the age of digital disruption and digital transformation. Daniel created a threefold model of motivation, essentially. He talks about first model of motivation, which is the one that indicates that we as human beings are biological creatures, and we should satisfy our needs in order to feel that we are secure, that we are well fed, that we are not hungry, and that we have good shelter. Second model of motivation, motivation 2.0, is based on the principle that human beings should be treated according to a carrot and stick phenomenon and principle, because essentially human beings do not like to work unless they should, unless they must. And in that way, if we reward them for the positive behavior and positive results they create, they will feel more compelled to continue with that kind of performance. According to that model of motivation, if human beings are not if we realize that human beings are making certain mistakes, we should penalize that kind of behavior in order for that behavior to be seen less often. This all indicates to us that human beings are essentially treated as, according to that principle, human beings are essentially treated as if we still live in the world of factory workers, where plenty of jobs are routine and plenty of jobs require repetition and certain input, and that always results in a certain output. However, Daniel Pink emphasizes that we live in the age where most of the jobs are creative, and most of the tasks that employees of the 21st century need to do are creative, require intellectual rigor, analysis, collaboration, coming up with innovative solutions. And those jobs that are routine are going to be replaced by machines or automated or even robots, if they haven't been already. With that in mind, we should pay attention to the fact that 3.0 model of motivation should be more developed that is, this model of motivation should be used more often in the companies and in the lives, even in personal arena of human development and human lifestyle, what we do in our free time, when we spend time with friends and family, how we do our hobbies and sports, etc. According to this 3.0 model, human beings are motivated by something inside of them, inner motivation. Okay, there are external rewards. There is a certain level of task when you want to be valued by and rewarded in a material way. But Daniel Pink reminds us that essentially human beings like to work, and that human beings like to be praised, and that human beings are not lazy bags that need to be supervised all the time. As he mentions in at one instance in the book, if you hire smart people, give them something to do and leave them alone. And in order for this model of 3.0 motivation to work, human beings should be primed to tap into their learning resources. They should be compelled to learn more. They should be compelled to be autonomous, to make their own decisions, not to be managed for every single detail. And they should be also incentivized to take on more responsibility. And according to Pink, in this way, human beings start to work in a way that it resembles playing, as we were all kids and we used to play, but unfortunately we forgot that. He also reminds us that during our childhood we all have been very curious, we all learned, and we all strived to uncover and discover what is around us, and to interact with new situations, new objects, new people. And he believes that if the models of 3.0 motivation are adopted in our offices, in the way we work, in the way we approach our relationships, and the way we train, the way we get into physical shape, the way we do our hobbies, it will all help us live a more meaningful life where we will be less stressful and more satisfied. In some of the next videos, I will talk about flow, I will talk about mindfulness, which I have been practicing regularly, and also I will draw on research that Pink emphasized in his book. I really recommend it because it's one of the best books I read, in the sense that it's very nicely written, and it is easy to digest, yet it is quite compelling, because it reminds us that many of actually everything that he wrote in book is based on scientific experiments. And the book reminds us that essentially we as human beings are curious, we want to learn, we want to expand our frontiers, and we are not people that want to be in so-called submissive position, and without choice, without freedom, without feeling that we belong. This is everything I have to tell you for today, and I'll catch you soon in the next video. Let me know how you love this topic. Let me know what are the main challenges you have in the age of digital transformation, and I will get the best tools for you that I am using, that my team is using, that software company I work for is using, and that many successful people I work with and I have as friends and colleagues are using it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.